a stay-at-home dad, watching Disney movies he never had. His daughter digs through all the VHS, crushing the classics in a princess dress. Informed like Scuttle, Kurt's got your ticket, making it real like Jiminy Cricket. Most are off the Captain Hook, but if the Tweedledum, he'll be taking more shots than Bambi's mom. Leaves him raised like Simba, or cracked like the beast dishes. He'll show you a whole new world, you won't need 3 wishes. Stay at home, Disney Dad.
Alright, this week we got a standalone VHS copy of Peter and the Wolf. Now, I know we already covered this Disney short a while back on a different Disney VHS compilation. Make Mine Music, was it? I believe so. And for the record, it's a great classic Disney short, but we're going to fast forward through it today and see if we've covered the second short on this 30-minute VHS tape. Okay, Silly Symphony Music Land looks new to me. We start with a map. On said map, we have the Isle of Jazz, a few other things that I couldn't document in time because it was going quick, and then the land of Symphony. We go into the castle in the land of Symphony, and we're greeted like in all well-run kingdoms with dancing harps. There's a sleeping king, and then some girl made out of a guitar stands on the balcony watching the Isle of Jazz break it the down just across the water. This place is a party. A Randy saxophone from the Isle of Jazz sees this stringed beauty, sneaks out onto his own balcony where a guitar gal starts waving at him, and he does what any of us would do. He rows across the water for a musical hookup. He's a bumbler though, and he bumbles, and she laughs at him, but he shakes it off. He knows what's up. He goes in for a kiss, and she goes, "No," and runs away. All right, lady. Now he's chasing her because he won't take no for an answer. He's chasing her because he wants her, even though she said no. He's going to keep pursuing her. And that makes him a sax offender. Sax offender. Sax offender. He's busted and sent to jail, and rightfully so. The jail on the island of Symphony is inside a clock, and Sad Sax begins to write sheet music. He rolls it up, and he gives it to a bird to fly back to his king. So back on the Isle of Jazz, the King Sax is watching a stripper dance, and he's laughing at her. Like, gal's probably just trying to pay her tuition, you ass. Anyway, King gets a secret message from the incarcerated horny saxophone, and he calls for war against the other island. This is all set to music, by the way, so the two islands fire musical bullets at each other as it's all-out war. The girl guitar is waving a white flag, but no one sees her. A bomb explodes against the clock prison, and sax offender is free. It's Romeo sax and Juliet guitar, and they meet in the middle of the water and beg for a ceasefire, but they're getting caught up in the crossfire because nobody notices. Then they do notice, and the two kings go out to save their own, and the almost tragedy softens the mood, and they make up and make peace between the kingdom, and guitar girl and sax offender get married. And the king gets married as well, the kings? Oh, I guess Guitar King was actually a queen? Now there's a bridge of harmony at the end connecting the two islands. Free life lessons for everyone here. And that's it. There's no way there's any more on this 30. Okay, there is. Okay, all right. More silly. Symphony House. We get Mickey directing a symphony. We have Donald on timpani. Pete is the manager, I guess, as he's sitting backstage lounging with his cigar. Clarabelle and the hen and other old-timey characters are all in the symphony as well. This one is also musically driven, so we get Goofy on the trombone, and Mickey just keeps directing. Gotta say, Donald is killing it on percussion. I just want to know who's about to it all up, right? Goofy or Donald, never mind. Pete loves it, and he says, tonight, they're gonna make history. Later that night at the Macaroni Theater, it's Symphony Hour, and they get ready to play, but Goofy squashes all the instruments in the elevator by accident. Mwah, mwah. And it's time to go on stage, and they don't have Goofy, nor the instruments. The show goes live anyways, and it goes live on the radio as well. Pete blows dollar signs with his cigar smoke. Mitchell Mouse is the guest conductor. It's forced to start, and everyone's instruments are broken. Pete is livid. This sucks. It's all wrong. The music sucks. It goes on and on with broken instruments. They're doing the best they can. Pete is biting his chair at one point. Donald tries to walk off stage, and Mickey legit pulls a gun on Donald to get him back on stage to continue playing. It ends, and Swerve, everyone loves it, and throws flowers. The end. We get a speed read ad listing all the other VHS tapes from the series as they fast scroll through all the pictures, and that's that.
That's what I think about. What do you think?
What we have is a concern about Curtis Anderson. His interviewing style is not the best. His personal appearance is not the best. I was wondering if the man has some kind of a hold over the channel that he's allowed to be employed for so long with the standards of journalism and personal appearance that he has.